Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Today, I'm going to show you a website I made. It was actually through Udemy again, and it was they taught us different versions of security. I'm going to walk through 6 levels of security. So let me open my GitHub and let me go to my repository. I have a lot of repositories. That's the only way you can get better, right? Making projects and being more familiar with it. So this is I deployed it in Heroku already. So I'm just gonna walk you through my code. This is my code. I use Express, Body Parser, EJS, Mongoose Sessions, Passport Local Mongoose, Google Strategy, Find or Create, and Facebook Strategy Passport. So basically, in level one, I'm going to show you how this website works. So it's basically a website where you could host secrets. So let me register. This is registering, redirects me to the register page, hopefully, if it connects. Okay, so let's say sample at mail. You can put at Gmail if you want to be sophisticated. Sample at Gmail. And then we can use the password sample. Register. Oops, this is all the passwords. Don't read it. I mean, this is not the passwords. This is a secret. So here we see everyone's secret, but we don't know whose it is. We can submit our own secret. What's the secret that I have? I love Champorado. Okay, submit it. Say we see it here. See? We could also submit another one, but it'll change our present secret. So like, I love chicken wings. Everyone knows now, but it changes the password that we just submitted. So we can only have one password for one user. So let's log out. So we get redirected to the home page. This is the home page. So if we log in, right, we could use the thing we registered with, sample at gmail.com, and the password we used, and it redirects us to the secret page, and this is our secret, right? We can log out. Oh, another thing. Yeah, that's basically it. So this is the code I wanted to show you. So level one, let's go to level one. So level one, see the code's different. We're just basically getting the email and the password, and we're matching it. We're creating another constant. We're matching it, whatever they use, and we go into our database, and we see if if the database and the password matches the password that they input, then they get redirected to the secrets page. But if it doesn't, let me zoom in Command plus. Is it? Yeah. Is that better? That's better. So if it's redirected, if the password in the database, right, is equal to the password that they input, this password, right, then they get rendered to the secrets page. But if not, else they have like this standard string invalid password, or something else. If the password doesn't match, or if the username isn't found, they get this username not found. So that's basically level one. But this bad because we as developers shouldn't be storing plain text passwords in our database. So in level two, we go over encryption. So here we download Mongoose encryption, right? It encrypts the passwords. We connect to our database. We use and find modify. This is our key to the encryption. So when you have the key, you can encrypt it and at the same time decrypt it. So when we register, we put in the email, right? We put in the password, and if there's no errors, that's what this means, they get registered to they get redirected to the secrets page. But if there is an error, they send an error. And the same thing for login. If the password matches the password in the database, they get put in the secrets page, right? So that's level 2. But still, this is kind of a big problem for us because the secret, the key to our encryption is here, and people can see that, and they can decrypt our passwords. So in level 2.5, here we go over environmental variables. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's basically .env. Let's go to our, and we can see in our git ignore, we avoid this .env, and that's where our secret key is in. So if you have access to that, then you could access the passwords, but it's not accessible because it's in the git ignore. It's a secret file that you have to be, I don't even know how you can hack that. It's not even here, so you can't see it. So in our app.js, let me zoom in. Everything is basically still the same, right? It's just that our key is not seen anymore. So people can't just look at the key and decrypt our encryptions. So in level 3, there's a lot of levels, bear with me. In level 3, we introduce hashing. So one form of hashing is MD5. Is basically, what's a good example of this? It's a lot of math formulas, mathematical. So basically, look at this example. A weak password or a weak password hash, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6, and a strong password hash is like multiple characters. So it basically does the same thing. The password in the database matches the password that they input, they get logged in, right? This is just another form of encryption. It's just very hard to break. If you're a hacker, you could probably break this. Okay, so level 4, we go into hashing and salting with bcrypt. So now we download bcrypt. Salt rounds, basically, when you encrypt a password, you mix up all the characters and everything where you can't even read it, right? But salting does that, like, just mixes it up more. So here, 3 rounds. So if your password is public, and then you bcrypt it, then it will be like 1 2 3 4 5 public EJS blah blah blah, and then you salt it some more, and then you do that thing like 3 more times, and depending on the salt rounds, the more secure it is. So it's kind of unhackable at this point, but if it is technically still hackable if you know what you're doing. So basically here I put the bcrypt module, bcrypt password, salt rounds, and here login. If this bcrypt right here, compare password, right? If the result is true, they render to the secrets, and everything else stays the same. So what level are we in now? So level 5. This is where we introduce cookies and sessions. Basically, if you're still in your browser, you know how Amazon, like the cart list, how it's rendered, they save that information through cookies and through sessions. So here, even if we accidentally, like, we logged in, right? What's our thing? Sample at email or Gmail. And this is the password sample. We can close this, and we should still be able to see it because there is sessions happening in the background, cookies happening here, right? Memory, performance, sources is somewhere here. Security. There we go. Cookies. The cookies. So this is basically that keeps us logged in. right? But if we delete the cookies, let's delete it. And then we refresh this page. Damn, that is not supposed to be happening. Okay, that's embarrassing. Let's log out. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna go through this video. Okay, so level 6. What is level 6.1? So level 6 is where we implement Google OAuth. So you know how Google has a lot of engineers and they probably has a security team. Yeah, it's way better than my security. So why would you trust me with your password, right? Because you use it multiple times. So instead of relying on a website that is pretty low key, just rely on Google, you know. Just rely on them. I'm already logged in, but you could log in via Google, and I implemented this Facebook one. Right? It works. Oh, it's actually working. So yeah, it was kind of complicated to implement, but everything's online now, so I just Googled everything. Let's go on level 6.1. This passport, right? Passport. Google strategy is the same thing with Facebook. You have to go on their developer site though to sign up. But basically, that's it. That's the website I wanted to show you all. Try it out. I'll have the link in the description, and let me know what you think.